Heya everyone! This is meant to be a small update video on how the ARC project is going, as I know we're usually pretty secretive about that. You may also notice that this video is on a new channel rather than my old one. YouTube recently hit me with the age verification check. I've searched and I can't find anything concrete on how this impacts videos in the algorithm, so I've decided I'd rather not take my chances. I've created this channel here, and I'm being careful to only use this account to exclusively play videos about politics, economics, and back pain. With that out of the way, I'm pretty sure you're all very interested to hear what's been going on with the ARC project. The last big public event was our Wave 3 announcement in February, and we've been fairly quiet on anything other than sneak peeks since then. We have been very busy since February. The first thing was to catch up all of the Wave 3 members to where everyone else was on the project, and then all work together to figure out what we wanted it to look like. This involved votes on canon rules for the universe, debates over scripting, and the formation of a small writing team to outline the overall plot. That is a lot trickier than it sounds. With most shows or films, you only really need to focus on a handful of characters whenever they happen to be doing something interesting. Characters can appear when they're needed and disappear off-screen to live their normal lives when they're not. For ARC, we have to keep in mind that we will hypothetically have 13 separate perspectives that all run simultaneously, all need to be constantly interesting to some degree, and all need to intersect and influence each other. Also, someone is always unhappy with their character's role in this. Needless to say, it is easily the hardest writing challenge that I, and likely the writing team, have ever taken on. However, it was well worth it. I am extremely proud of where the story has ended up, and I think you're all going to like it quite a bit. Since then, we've been scripting out individual scenes in more detail and filming them together, while fighting the greatest evil of all, scheduling conflicts. We're making steady progress on that, but it still hasn't been without issues. When ARC first started, I don't think anyone, myself included, expected it to go on for a year now. Because of this, several members have taken a step back from the project and are instead supplying voice lines when needed. To be perfectly blunt, due to the nature of this being a volunteer project, it is a royal pain to get people to give us their lines and has significantly slowed down production. The scripting now takes more time as there are less people to do it, filming now involves a lot more mocap, which is sketchy at best due to some of the mod's limitations. Editing is now more complicated too, due to the need to edit in specific lines rather than using a full recording. This is even more tricky as it is not what anyone was planning for. Despite our pace being slowed, we do still have quite a lot to show for it. Obviously, I can't give away too many details, but I do have some numbers for you. I'm going to be doing 5 episodes, with their combined runtime looking to be roughly 4 to 5 hours. Episode 1 is very near completion, barring a handful of lines for specific scenes. Episode 2 has begun production and will likely be produced much more quickly due to the lack of character interaction. Episodes 3 and 4, while being less far along, have had many of their most complicated scenes already filmed. Episode 5 is a weird one, so there isn't much I should say on it yet. Each episode contains roughly 17 to 20 separate scenes, with each varying in length, complexity, and character quantity. Aside from a few tracks, every song in my series is made by me. I'll be releasing them per episode on my music channel. A blooper reel is also planned. After the release of episode 1, I'll be launching a Ko-Fi and preparing an in-depth behind-the-scenes video on how I ran this project, which you'll be able to eventually access through it. I won't be committing to a firm date yet, but the cast and I plan to coordinate our first episodes to release simultaneously. Regardless of setbacks, I'm extremely happy with the progress made. I don't think I've ever been this excited to release something. If you want any teasers for this stuff, the best places for you to check are ARC's public server and my Tumblr. You can get some of the juicier stuff on the latter, as well as just my other random thoughts on stuff. It is a good place to go if you like seeing other people's Deltarune fan art. Speaking of which, I do have a more personal update as well. As it turns out, I am gayer than I thought. I go by she/they pronouns now, and my name is Avery. Aurora still works just fine though, since that's still the name of my channel. My only real boundaries with that are just that I don't like being referred to as anything masculine, like dude, bro, man, that kind of stuff. To be honest, I'm kind of surprised it took me this long to realize that. Internalized transphobia sucks. I'm way happier with this, though. Someone should probably look into why trans femmes seem to be drawn towards scripted series shot in Minecraft. Anyways, that's your update. Since this is a new channel I have to start from scratch on, I'd really appreciate it if you could subscribe. Assuming all goes well, then this should be where all of ARC is uploaded, and if you're watching this, then I get the feeling you won't want to miss any of that. Thank you for watching. I hope that wherever you are, you have a good day.